I've got Barclay Dowling with me from Crawford Dowlings at Ballarat. Barclay, second of the Ballarat crossbred sales, and the end of 60,000 here for the season, 37,000 today. A pretty solid sale all the way too, and a reasonable result at the top end.
Yeah, it was a pretty fair result, Murray. I thought the ewes were, there was some particularly good ewes here today, and one of the best yardings we've ever had. And, you know, we'd liked a bit more, but that's what they made, and I think it was satisfactory to most people,
yeah. A very hot day here in Ballarat. Do you think, and not a big crowd for the number? Were you disappointed with the crowd that turned up?
Well, we were obviously hoping for a bigger crowd, but yeah, it was a bit of a worry when we saw the crowd there for a start. But buyers hung around and made the most of the opportunities, and you know, sourced their sheep, and it held right through to the end, I thought.
The good sheep at $120 to $140. Was that your expectation, and pretty well on the mark for the last market?
Yes, although as I said, I think the sheep today generally were a better runner sheep. You know, but I think, yeah, well, as I said before, we were hoping for a little bit more, but yeah, about what we expected.
But still, and all down the bottom end, very few sheep sold under $80 for 1.5-year-olds, which you'd be pretty happy about that, would you?
Yeah, well, I thought that was good, you know, like there was, you know, that runs a smaller sheep, still sold to some demand. Yeah, there was still demand there for them, yeah.
And a pretty good lineup of ewe lambs again, which complemented the last sale. Sold pretty well, just short of $100.
Very good lineup of ewe lambs, yes. Some very well grown lambs, and just a bit disappointing to see some of the better ewe lambs go to the trade to get their heads taken off. But that's just the lamb job at the moment.
An overall view of the whole situation, the big yarding here today and big yardings elsewhere, is that the combination of 3 years ago and big high prices, poor wool prices, and all of a sudden a drought in the middle, and we've got a heap of 1.5-year-olds hanging around us? Is that basically?
Well, definitely, yeah, definitely that, but unexpected. After the drought, we might be down on numbers a bit, but people kept them and fed them through, and you did a pretty good job with them generally.
Yeah, one of those things, almost a feast or a famine, and you're saying to me before that you think that we might be on the peak of the supply of the crossbreds, and they might start to get a bit thinner from here on in with the improvement in the wool price.
Well, the wool price, yeah, definitely, and also cropping. A lot of people aren't joining, you know, older ewes. They're going in for another paddock of crop, and I think, you know, a couple of years' time we might be looking for a few ewes and might be a bit short.
Yeah. Barclay Dowling, thank you.
Pleasure.